Cliff Lyons, the captain. Big boots to fill with no Michael O'Connor. Bruised, battered, but neither side is yet broken. They will go round again today. Some brilliant sunshine here at the Sydney Football Stadium. Marvellous atmosphere for this minor semi-final. But that sun will go down on somebody and their season of 1991 today. Meninga, he remains the key. Graham Lowe argues he's the best man in the world. Lazarus in the starting lineup. Ricky Stewart follows him out. Will he go the distance? For Manly, it's Ridge, Hancock, Iro, Williams, Stokes, Lyons with the captaincy, Tuvey, Cunningham, Dunford, Jones, Hosking, Russell, Bella, the coach Graham Lowe. The Raiders are starting with Belcher, Martin, Meninga, Bell, Wood, Daly, Stewart, Clyde, Coyne, Barnhill, Lazarus, Walters, Todd, the coach Tim Sheens. Bill Harrigan is the man in control of sudden death. The Prime Minister just has time to gather his seat. He has been the lucky omen, the winning mascot for this Raiders outfit. Harrigan gets us underway. The last throw of the dice for one of two great football clubs. Stokes with the first touch.
When Russell goes into dummy half, can you imagine what's whizzing through his head at the moment? Off the reserve grade bench and into a sudden death semi-final.
Bella hits it up. His first of one of a number of such runs in this game. Russell, who was plucked from obscurity after spending the season in reserve grade. Tuvey across the paddock, taken, chased, put down. Hosking. 32 metres out from their own line. Ridge, a little bit of pressure on him. He gives it off to Lyons to put the kick in. Down for Belcher. Belcher fumbles. And across the sideline, the first break in the sudden death semi. Bends for Manly Warringah. It was getting dangerous to the sideline. Belcher thought he could drag it back in. Second grab, he put his foot on the line as he touched the ball. Good call from the touch judge. Manly with a chance now. Lyons showing it. They stay away from him. He runs behind. Darrell Williams now off for Ridge. Ridge gets it back to Lyons. He dummies again. Tuvey, Manly throwing it everywhere. Manly arguing that Stewart's tackle was high. Tuvey stays down injured. The crowd don't like it. Tuvey clutching at his face.
Yeah, Tuvey comes in for more than his fair share of treatment.
12 metres out. Manly with the feed. That will be Cliff Lyons. Stokes at 5'8". 12 metres out from the Canberra line. Cunningham running strongly. 8 metres away.
Cliff Lyons will run the show for them here for this set of 6.
He's got it now, Lyons. Unloading well to Jones. Looking for the early break to Sea Eagles. They've got a couple of chances. Ball sits up for Iro. Back up the middle. He gets out of one. Away from a second, a third. Trapped in the fourth, he stands and unloads for Cunningham. He straightens. Gets it back to little Danny Russell. Some desperate times for Canberra. Hosking. Lyons. Lyons trying to work some numbers on the inside from Ridge. Now they put it down. So in the end, it's strong defence. They held their line well. A lack of communication here. Lyons looked to be trying to get somebody on his outside. That's where the gap was.
You know, one of the things they've got going for them, Manly, is the fact they're not playing with any pressure on them, because most pundits would think they're going into this game and can't win it. Of course, the players that are out there don't.
And Canberra flirting with danger by giving Cliff Lyons room to move. Every time he's touched the ball today, he's had 10 or 15 metres to run in before he's been tackled.
Those headaches continue for Manly with no Tuvey. Ronson is out there. He made the tackle as replacement. 0-0 the Raiders and the Sea Eagles. Stewart. Awful kick off the side of the boot. No doubt that he's still protecting that groin injury. He only stabbed at that ball. He tried to half kick it. Stewart getting it back for Barnhill. 40 metres away, the Raiders. Stewart getting it amongst his forwards. And the final ball ending up with Dodd. This time to the back line. Daly to Meninga. Just got his kick in as he was tackled. And he will find touch. No. It hit the corner post. It will come back to the 22. Graham Lowe sits alongside Jeff Tooby, who still can't see out of that eye properly. Lions with a good ball. Iro into gear. He's got support. Now he uses it. Cunningham's got support. Lions is charging onto it. Somebody's got to be used up. No. They had some chances there. Canberra have been cut open. Lions with a short ball to Bella. They hang on again. They just couldn't finish them off, Manly. Hosking. They've still got some tackles up their sleeve, though. I should say tackle. It's on the last. Lions again. Ball was forward. It looked to Jones. He can't reach out. It was line ball, the pass to John Jones. And he was only inches away. Came off a short pass from Lions. That one was forward. So a bit of justice in the end that he was denied.
Canberra get off the hook, but I don't know how much of this is great play by Manly and how much is complacency from Canberra. Probably a bit of both.
And what a difference a fit Cliff Lyons makes. It's the first time that he said he's felt 100% since he suffered that hamstring injury about 4 weeks ago, and he's showing it.
Yeah, there's no irony in the fact that Lyons is not strapped up today. Ridge. The opening moments must be giving some confidence to Manly, even though there's no score as yet. They have had all the early breaks. Here's another. Ronson into gear. Caught from behind. Manly's defence is opening up. Iro shows it. Flicks it back for Stokes to put it down behind him.
Yeah, that Canberra defence looking very flimsy at the moment. They've got to start and switch on.
This man has well and truly switched on. Lions. Hancock now stopping, restarting, up the middle, Lions again, back to Hancock, knocked down by Canberra, 6 more. Now if they're ever going to break, this must be it. Russell, 11 metres out from the Raiders line.
They're just piling on the attack.
Jones launches himself. They still can't put them away though. They can't find this try. Lyons, the man most likely, gets it back for Cunningham. He stays at dummy half. Bella, big Martin Bella, 3 and 4 metres away. Russell to Lyons. Stokes working with Iro. Too big. He got to the outside. It had to happen. Manly get the advantage. The MMI replay, experts were expecting the Raiders, but Matthew Wood allowed Iro to get a head start. You can't let that happen to a big man.
Every time Cliff Lyons has handled the ball, there's looked like there's been something on. Here's Stokes, left his position, came in. Iro had done the swap with him. He was just too big and too strong for Matthew Wood and coasted in.
And Billy, once again, Canberra moving up very slowly out wide. They were hesitant, they were pausing. I don't know what the problem is, but most certainly it is a defensive problem in some form or other. And Kevin Iro goes around with the greatest of ease.
He's got a tough one to start with. But that is just how he likes them. Magnificent from Ridge. Perfect start for Manly at 6-0. The crowd enjoying the sunshine, the perfect Sydney weather. And a real blitzkrieg at the start from the Sea Eagles. A tense Graham Lowe, the Manly coach, looks unmoved. Manly go wide. Ronson right in front of their post, 15 metres away. Bella straight into Ricky Stewart. Last tackle. Lyons goes to the right. That's where they stay. On the inside to Hoskins, but he's wrapped up. Good defence. Some excellent defence from Canberra. The scoreline could have been much bigger.
And the problem they've got now is they've been doing so much defence is just how much energy they've got to work their way out of trouble with the ball.
Bill, my concern would be for someone like Lazarus who hasn't got the match fitness. They obviously wanted to start him and get something out of him early, but he's been running around an open field because the breaks have been made out by the backs. He's had nothing to do. He's going to be pretty tired.
And that's compounded by a couple of players that are carrying injuries.
Now a few punches from Todd come in, just as the defence was motoring in on some of the green machine. Clyde, one of those runs that can lift a side.
Well, that's what they need. He is the prototype of what all modern forwards should be like.
Ball's charged down. Who does it favour here? Lyons gets there on time, gets it back for Ridge. They're just not making tackles. Awful pass from Manly. Lyons backhands it to Stokes. They got out of it. They got out of jail. Now he's got support. Shows it. Now, Iro again kicks ahead. Belcher and Iro. Who got there? Did Belcher get a hand to it? He did. I thought Iro should have taken him on.
That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Now, a man as big and strong as Kevin Iro, one-on-one with Belcher, could he have used the fend, unloaded him, and then gone the rest of the way himself?
I thought he should have, but it was neck and neck. The boot of Belcher saved it.
Neck and foot.
Meninga gets called over. Harrigan's going to try and put a stop to it. Put his stamp on it and say, here's the warning. We'll hear no more of it. Now, this was the tackle on Daly where Todd was swinging some punches. Maybe that wasn't the incident. There's no Bella involved and no Stewart.
I think we've all seen over the years players who, with the captaincy, play better, they lift themselves, and some players, it seems to affect their performance. But Cliff Lyons, it's bringing out the best in him.
We've seen him do it at test level in that classic second test at Old Trafford, Manchester, and then again at Leeds in the decider of 1990. Bella straight into Todd and away from him. Hancock was through but put it down. There was a definite chance of a try. The scoreline is really embarrassing for Manly because they could have had a couple more. But it's just the one try and goal.
And you can't afford to relax against Canberra. No matter what the odds are against them, no matter how little field position they've had, they can click at any time and stick a try on you.
Meninga. That is the feeling, isn't it, Bill? You still wait for them to break open. And you know you need more than just 6 points.
And sometimes you've got to wait longer than others.
Sloppy pass back. Stewart picks it up.
But they are a bit off. You know, they are more disjointed. There is less organisation about what they're doing than what we've seen in the last few weeks.
And they haven't had much of this. The ball. Great tackle. What a superb tackle from Ronson on Daly. There's no doubt that Manly are lifting themselves. Iro. Daly was on the last and he thought he could get to the outside, but a superb copybook tackle from Ronson.
Well, Graham Lowe broke the training routine this week. Apparently he turned up Tuesday with the party hats and the egg and spoon races, so it's not time to break out the champagne yet, but...
Well, they're enjoying themselves, but it's no party. Cunningham goes to the sideline, so no Tuvey. Now Cunningham leaves the field. Hoskins gets it to Lyons. They just can't put him down.
He's playing with them.
Still gets a ball back. Beautifully taken from Ridge. Basketball over the top. Jones. Now Hosking. They haven't gone anywhere. White is out there for Manly. Ridge Steps away from Daly, puts it into the space. Belcher has to come from the back. Taken by Stokes. Clyde, been doing a lot of the tough, hard work. 45 tackles overall for the Sea Eagles. Just the 21 for the Raiders.
There's the story.
That can't be right.
Well, that's back the front, obviously, but the story of the game is in there. The story being that Manly have had all of the ball and Canberra had to do all the tackling.
Here goes Meninga. Ridge comes across. Shows him the sideline. Gets it back, Meninga, for Martin. Martin's put down a second time. Last tackle. The Raiders with their first real chance. Daly on the last. They keep it alive. Belcher under the post. He won't run round. He just took it alongside the sticks. That's what we're talking about. On counter-attack, they are brilliant. It started as it did here a week ago with the big man, Mal Meninga, on the MMI replay. He tries to stand up Ridge. Got it back nicely for Martin. The question was, could Manly regroup in time? The Raiders had come from deep, and the question was answered a resounding no. Daly, he knew it was the last. He tried to give some room for Belcher. He stepped inside Lyons, got away from Dunphy and Ronson, and was happy to plant it alongside the post. Puts his mind at ease, and the Raiders fans also. The sudden death semi-final is locked together at 6. Tim Sheens, the Prime Minister, makes some notes. Maybe he's tuned in to what's going on down on the paddock.
And now we're going to see what both teams are made of.
The early rush, there was that feeling, Wayne, that it was never enough, just the one try from Manly.
Well, it never is against Canberra. You can't really breathe until you're at least 13 points in front, because they can put 2 tries on very, very quickly. But the important thing for Manly is that they've eaten up a fair bit of this first half already, and there's a breeze behind Canberra, which is certainly going to be to their advantage, and they haven't been able to use that because they haven't had possession.
Now some more possession for the Raiders. Meninga gets it back to Lazarus. Good, strong run.
Yeah, he's making his presence felt, Lazarus.
Daly on the last tackle. Kicking away from Ridge, trying to get it into the in goal. That's exactly what it does. Mark Bell motored to get down there. And again, it's the Green Machine who find another gear. Iro. Manly were enjoying things. The advantage up the other end in the first 20 minutes of the game. Now it's tougher times. Lyons called for the long ball. Gets it back to Williams, who was put down unceremoniously. Ridge. No time! Under the dot. Manly will have to think about the pressure as the Raiders do go to another gear. Ridge never had the time. Maybe he should have thought about putting it away. Coyne, charge down, sits up, and a present for him right under the post.
That's right. You know, they've probably lost more leads in the last couple of weeks, Graham, than Inspector Clouseau, but in that game last week, they did keep coming back, and I think they'll do it again here today.
They looked in trouble. They looked in big trouble. But just what can you say about this side, the defending champions, who could come from 6-0 down and in 4 minutes turn that scoreline into one that reads 12-6 to them. Miller. Now Harrigan has just said that there was a couple of hands in the back that didn't allow Bella to his feet. Another big charge from him, and it was Bell that laid on him and wouldn't let him get up quickly. 33 metres away from the Canberra line. White, who was heavily concussed last week. Cunningham gets back out on the field for Manly as Jones leads the paddock.
And John Jones has a shoulder injury too, which he's getting treated straight away.
Now Darren Fritz is out there. And he too is going to be penalised for the same thing.
Yeah, Fritz went on for David Barnhill.
100%. His first kick was from out wide. This will give him 178 points for the season. Ridge to pull it back some. As you would expect. Manly settle down as it goes to 12-8 to Canberra. Beautiful day in Sydney. Gorgeous day, thinking of better things with spring and summer on the agenda. But not before we're finished with a great climax to the 1991 Winfield Cup. Ridge from the sunshine into the shadows. Cunningham straight back into the fray. Lyons calling for a switch. Short ball for Ronson. Dunford. Better play from Manly down their own end.
Yeah, a lot better. When the ball movement's not working, they've got a good forward platform.
Here they go, Iro. He's got Stokes. He doesn't need him at the moment. Here comes Meninga. Back to Stokes. What a try. Oh, what a try. This semi-final is on the line for anyone. It is try for try. Cliffy Lyons has done it again. It has been Lyons and Iro. They haven't been able to put this man down. The MMI replay, he burns them once more. Iro, that's what we talked about. Why didn't he take on Belcher the first time? This time Meninga tried to save it. Too late. Stokes on the inside. It nearly goes 70 metres. Superb. And from the stunning news for Manly as the Raiders bounce back, Ridge looking to make it 3 out of 3. No problem. Guess who's got the lead back? Sudden death semi-final. The MMI big game here. It's Manly 14-12. Jeff Turvey has missed all the action. Still can't see out of that right eye. Stokes. You've got to hand it to both sides.
Oh.
We said it at the top of the game. Bruised, battered, but far from broken.
Look, one of them's going to bow out here. It's going to be the end of their season. But the commitment that's been put in particular by Manly, in that they've suffered so many setbacks since the starting whistle went in this game, but they've overcome all sorts of odds. There's a lot to like about them.
Lot to like about the run from the man they call the Mule. Hosking. Now Cunningham takes over, but a great front-on hit from Lazarus. Lyons kicking behind Matthew Wood. It was Wood who got the winning grand final try last year. And he's already picked up 8 this season for Canberra. But he hasn't had any chances out wide yet.
Well, he's a first grader who normally plays reserve grade.
That is what we were talking about this time round. 39 tackles in the opposition half. 13. For the Raiders, the ball was headed back for Wood. It was knocked down, so they get 6 more. Daly pointing to where he wanted some runners to join him. Todd gets it to Meninga, to the outside of Darryl Williams. He beats him and gets it back for Martin. Frantic semi-final, as you would expect for sudden death. The ball's going from side to side and end to end. Daly. Belcher in the line. Hosking gets a second chance at him. Fritz. Good run from him up the middle. Centre field. They'll go either side. They stay with Stewart. Meninga with a short ball. It's wide. Martin to the corner. Taken by Ridge. Try saver. Last tackle, Meninga. Stewart. One more. They've got numbers. Canberra, too many. Belcher. Back to Daly. They've still got numbers. Back it comes for Coyne. Desperate for Manly. Coyne a double. I didn't think it would ever come. What a crazy, crazy game. The ball's going everywhere. Neither side can hang on against some brilliant attack. MMI replay. They had two men left over, but Belcher couldn't get it wide. Daly knew they still had the advantage there. He tried his hand. Bell come back inside. Then it got to Coyne, and Coyne said, no, let's go back out there where we did have those numbers again. The stretch got him. So the only remaining action hinges on this kick from Meninga. This could prove vital. It's semi-final football. As in all games, they count, but they count more so in this run. He's got it. What a finish to an explosive first half. The Raiders over Manly. They have the break 18-14 on the MMI big game. The Prince of Wales Hospital nursing some of the kids right through the second half. Marvellous to see too, just showing that youngster that his name's Blake and he's a big Manly supporter, that he was up in the screen. And to all those guys and gals out there, Blake, Jocelyn, Adam, Murray, Matthew, Rory, Colin, Brendan, enjoy your day out here and the semi-finals. Courtesy of the New South Wales Rugby League, great to see that they got behind the hospital as well. Brent Todd hits it up. 76 first half tackles made by the Raiders. Coyne with 14. He got a double as far as tries are concerned, and he also led the way in defence. Manly only the 54. Jones and Bella the best. Todd and Bella were also busy amongst the forwards, even though there was a lot of open play amongst the backs. Ball coming down for Stokes. The Raiders stay outside the 10. And little Frank Stokes tries to duck between them to try and sneak away. Chris White hammered in defence. Lazarus down low, Meninga over the top. What a duo to run into. Bella trying to get into top gear. He didn't look fit as he took that one up. Lost the ball, the Raiders onto the attack. Bell. So the early chance in this second half falls for the Raiders. Fritz will play it 32 metres away. Daly on the inside for Meninga. Stewart. You can see
Stewart's still not running with the ball. He's injured and he's doing a lot of directing and catching and passing, but there are such brilliant players outside of him that Canberra can get away with that if he just directs traffic and they run into the holes.
Lazarus with a strong surge to the 22. Stewart flanking it inside for Fritz. Fritz unloads for Stewart. He tries to get it over the top, and it comes back for Manly. They had some big numbers out on the right. That's where Stewart was trying to get it.
Yeah, the Raiders can attack from a lot of points, and the man that Manly are going to have to keep their eye on in this second 40 minutes is Steve Walters. As the Manly forwards start to tire, he'll pick his time from dummy half.
What was said at half-time, Wayne?
Well, Tim Sheen stressed that Cliff Lyons must be watched and must be contained. That was his main point. Graham Lowe, he said a couple of things. He wants the Manly side to use the breeze and play Canberra deep inside their territory, and he wants them to control the ball. He said if they control the ball, they control the game. Bad news for Jeff Tuvey. He won't be back in this second half, but John Jones should make an appearance at some stage.
All right, well, Lyons was certainly heeding the call of the coach. He sent it back to the 22 of Canberra. Daly. Bell! Bell gets clear. Can they catch him? Iro's chasing. Hancock's chasing. Hancock's flying, but too late. As simple as that. But what a chase. On the MMI replay, the flat defence of Manly caught out. Ridge tried to jump into the gap, but he was too late. Then it was a case, could anybody match the pace? Hancock came from the far wing, but it was always going to be too late. 3 from 3. Great goal just before half-time. Does he kick another pressure one straight after the break? There's still some drama ensuing here. Meninga off the post. Now there's a big problem for Manly coming up. The scoreline is 22-14, but Martin Bella is waltzing from the field.
Yes, Graham, he's been replaced by John Grieve. Obviously a problem with that hip injury.
It's more of a limp than a waltz.
To look on as Todd takes it short of the 22. Lazarus will easily get over that line and drag them with him. Stewart. Meninga. Brushing them aside and keeping those hands free for Belcher. Now out of dummy half. Taken low by Lyons. Couple of feet away. Belcher. Last tackle. They are lined wide and deep. That's where Stewart sends it for Daly. Daly does it for Martin. Martin does it for Coyne. Coyne, hat-trick! Gary Coyne gets up beaming. A hat-trick in a semi-final from the back rower. Lazarus shares in the fun. Look at the length of the passes to put men outside each other on the MMI replay. They kept on putting each other into gaps, and Coyne was not going to be stopped. Matthew Wood gets a shot at goal. Round the corner, he gets on the list. They have come out firing from the break, 28-14. Ricky Stewart gets an early. Thank you from the coach. Bridge says, oh no, why did I have to pick out Meninga?
Have you ever seen Mal Meninga looking more determined than this year?
Well, it's probably haunting Graham Lowe, who has said that he rates Meninga the best player in the world. Manly keep it alive for Russell. Russell away from one. So Manly try counter-attack. Lions.
Nothing to lose. There's no pressure on them here.
To Chris White. Plenty of young Sea Eagles out there trying to do the job. Ridge. Ridge unloads for Hancock. Hancock kicking ahead. Belcher coming across it, breaks for Wood. Hancock chases him, and they put him down 5 out from his own line. Manly looking for a comeback. It was struck at in the play of the ball. They get 6 more again. Gregory, monstered by Ronson. Todd, taken by Hosking.
Do you know Brent Todd's played 5 years with Canberra and never scored a try?
Yeah, and he's had 2 disallowed this season.
You think he wouldn't like Gary Coyne to have handed him one of these 3?
He'll loan him one. Barnhill back out there. 28-14 on the MMI. Big game. The Raiders doing it nicely. But as we say, a converted try from Manly will throw a ton of interest into it. Ridge nearly pushed over the sideline. Stokes trying to go back near that play the ball.
The question for Manly isn't whether they're capable of scoring a try. They're such a good side. They can score tries. It's a matter of whether they believe they can score a try and go on and win the game.
Williams gets it to Ronson. Ronson gets it back to Williams. Williams to Cunningham. They've got it. And it will be 6 points. I tell you what, that reserve bench might have to be warmed up again. Forget about the ice. The Sea Eagles are not finished. On the MMI replay, Cliffy Lyons stretches it wide. Good handling from Williams and Ronson. Bronson into the gap, took on Belcher, heard the call from Williams. Williams to one-hander to Cunningham. That ball was line ball, but Harrigan was on the spot, and there they go under the post.
Manly here showing us that they can do exactly what Canberra can do, stretching the ball from out near the sideline with deep wide passing and then finding the defence short 3 and 4 passes off the ruck. The inside pass back into Ronson. He was confronted by Gary Belcher but had support there in the form of Darryl Williams. He was pulled down from behind, got it back to Cunningham, the lock forward, who went across and crossed under the post. Manly do believe they can go on and win it.
Cunningham gets the try. The Roar tells us about a goal. Right in front, as you would expect from Matthew Ridge. He drills it. The Raiders are looking over their shoulder once more. Sudden death, 28-20. Lazarus, what a run from him. Coyne! Taken by Ridge. This is where they've got Manly a couple of times on counter-attack. Daly. They lose it though. Williams. Williams! Ball was knocked down in the tackle. It wasn't stolen. It might be a case of who's going to make who pay for the biggest mistake. Belcher thrown to ground by Iro. Manly looks short out wide, but the Raiders stay tight around the forwards. Gregory calling the shots for Fritz. He loses it. Who wants it? And who wants to stay alive in 91?
This semi-final series is just like a marathon race with the contenders dropping off the back of the pack, and in the end we're going to be left with just one standing.
You're talking about players, fans or commentators as well?
The lot.
We've got to go through this again tomorrow.
I can hardly wait.
Stokes to Hosking. Lyons inside. Dunford. He was grabbed by the jumper. Lyons still there and still working the inside.
He just keeps probing and finding those little holes.
Russell gets it for Williams. Williams puts it up. Open space. Bouncing back. Bless my soul, that could have gone anywhere.
We've got 26 very tired footballers out there.
Into the open spaces, and luckily it was bouncing back into a Raiders shirt. On its end, Paul Martin looked back and hoped and prayed, and his prayers were answered.
An important change for Canberra as well. Glenn Lazarus was off. He's replaced by Brett Boyd.
So Lazarus back to the bench. Fritz. We talk about tomorrow. And let's hope for more of the same from North Sydney and Penrith in the major semi-final, and awaiting for those two teams the quick entry into the grand final of 91. You'll see it all on 10 Sports 6 till 8 o'clock.
I'll be surprised if it's not just as good, if not better.
There's been plenty of mistakes here, Bill, but
who cares?
It's the pressure, the drama of it all. And hasn't it unfolded so brilliantly?
There's been more of this. Brilliant open football.
We've had 48 points scored in 60 minutes of football. Not bad for a semi-final.
We're not finished with Hosking. Harrigan. He's done his job to keep them apart. Lyons taken out by Todd. Williams puts it down. Neither side can really get strongly to an end of 6. Especially Canberra. Iro couldn't keep his balance.
They're out on their feet. The players here can hardly stand, let alone catch and pass.
It is the walking and the crawling wounded from both clubs, trying to get them to the finish line. Lions. This time they get him. It's 28-20. White, he settles it for only a few seconds. 15 metres away. Lyons. Hosking. Hosking. Still going. Hosking.
Oh, just needed support on the outside. He looked. There was a hole, but no one coming.
Russell gets it to Lyons on the last. Martin's there. Handballs are dead. Manly will come back with more. That's a very long restart before play got underway again. The Raiders did their best to recover. Stokes. Stuttering as he tries the left. He tries the right side. But he's put down by Steve Walters. Jones. He's out there with a damaged shoulder. Hosking. He's handling the responsibility of Novella. And Cliff Lyons is doing it for the missing internationals. Williams. Williams has Iro. Iro couldn't get there. Hancock does. Oh, no, he's got it for going forward. I didn't see anything wrong with the ball, but Harrigan has. I was wondering at first if Iro was interfered with. This won't tell us. That ball looks to travel back to Hancock.
Yeah, it looked to me as if the first Manly player, which was Kevin Iro, might have been able to catch it himself if he hadn't have been interfered with.
Daly brings it away. Canberra take it away. Now, Meninga. They've been under so much pressure, but this is where they often break free. Daly. Belcher. He'll stay in the line. He knows he's got some tired troops in front of him. Now, it's been stolen. And Cliff Lyons shakes his head about this contentious rule. It looks as though there was a hand in there somewhere. Meninga sends it down 33 metres out. Gregory for Todd. There's still 15 minutes remaining. Very few penalties. Manly have them.
That's why they're so tired. It's been such a fast game, but few stoppages. You don't get a chance for a breath.
Gregory. Belcher. Good tackle from Jones, but he stood and unloaded for Walters. Now Boyd.
He's a good player, this Boyd, an international of the future.
Gregory to Meninga. Meninga finished off over the top. Daly. He looks for an answer. So does Belcher. Coyne. He's looking for 4 tries. Daly kicks ahead. The chase. Now it's dead, but who put it dead? Canberra did it. It'll be coming back to the 22. The kick ahead from Daly. Hancock had a race here with Martin. It looked as though Hancock might have been impeded. No, but Martin couldn't get it. Now Manly are over the sideline. Now we've got a touch judge in. The tempers are fraying. We're getting down to the last 14 minutes of the season for somebody. Harrigan cautioning Bell here. He's got 10 minutes. So the Raiders are going to have to do it tough with only 12.
Yeah, it was silly work by Bell there. After the tackle was effected, he came up and pushed Iro in the back, right in front of the touch judge, and the touch judge immediately reported it to the referee.
The Sea Eagles aren't done. It's 28-20. Jones. It's almost like a battle. Keep on saying. The injured, the wounded keep flying into the breach. Here goes Iro into the breach. And past it. Williams. Gallant performances from both sides. Slowly to his feet.
Well, that tackle from Belcher really shook him up.
White. It is a very, very desperate 12 for Canberra. Can they hang on? Lions. Ronson. Ronson! There it is, Dunford! Dunford short. How did they get there to save that?
I'll tell you how. Malmaninga.
Stokes. Ridge. Back for Stokes. Stokes still going. Last tackle. Unbelievable defence. Lyons tried it himself. Stokes. He gets it to Iro. Iro will get it away. 6 more. No. Boyd's got it, but he's knocked on. Manly have the feed.
Malmaninga take a bow. He made 2 tackles in that set of 6 that were certain try-savers.
He might have to make some more.
And he won them a grand final a couple of years ago with one on Mick Neal.
Lions. Stokes. Right in front of the post.
That's where you want to be. The option of both sides. Where's Lions?
Ronson decides to go alone. Just short. Russell thinking about things from dummy half. Jones. 11 minutes and there's only 8 points in it. Lions across the paddock. Hosking. Hosking gets it back. Dunford. Dunford out to White. They're going backwards. Tremendous defence from 12 men in green jumpers. Dunford down a blind side. Now it's the last. What's left in the bag of tricks from Cliff Lyons? Plenty of pressure, that's what. They've held out for 12. Can they do it for 18?
The perfect result here. Lions took the option. He put the ball through. They could have come up with a try, but they got the next best thing. That was they were able to trap Gregory in goal and now get the ball back from the line dropout.
Well, Wayne, you knew something about defence. How good has this been?
This is unbelievable defence by Canberra, but all the same, it's great attack from Manly as well. They're not making errors. They're keeping the pressure on, and I'll be very surprised if Canberra don't crack in the near future.
Now Ridge. Ridge takes it 10 metres out. He put his head down, believed in himself. Lions, Iro, there it is. Yeah, they cracked. Oh, what a semi-final finish coming up. Manly are climbing off the deck. The Raiders hanging on, but only just. MMI replay. Cliffy Lyons, what a game from him. Iro, he gets another try. Manly are only inches away.
Manly have been in full cry for the last 10 minutes. Canberra down to 12 men. Something had to give, and here it came off a wonderful Cliff Lyons pass with Iro running into the space.
Kevin Iro, if Manly fans have been wanting a big one from him, they get it in the sudden death.
He's a big game player and he's proven it.
What a match. The coach's lot is not an easy one. Graham Lowe,
whatever they get, they don't get enough.
Looks at the scoreboard to realise, as Meninga does, that there is only 2 points in it if the kick is successful from Ridge. If. I should say there is no one betting against him. He has 4 from 4. But is there certainties in semi-finals and finals football? I think Canberra thought they were home at 28-14. They are not home now.
Does night follow day?
Unbelievable. We have got 2 points in sudden death in one of the great semi-finals. Boyd is replaced. Yet he would have been one of the freshest, but he has to go to the blood bin. Canberra haven't seen the ball for a while. 28-26. Daly.
Pretty simple tactics from them now. No frill stuff, nothing stylish. Just belt the ball up and kick and chase.
McDonald. Canberra have been guilty of coughing the ball on early tackles.
That's easier said than done when you're tired.
Barnhill. He drags them to the 22. Clyde. Straight off the bench, straight into it. Still 2.5 minutes before the sin bin is done with. Before Bell is back. Meninga trapped beautifully. Guess who? Cliff Lyons. Belcher bombs away. It's in the end goal. Look out! Ridge loses it. Stokes has got it. Stokes.
Got to get out of there, Frank.
He gets out of there, but only just. They've got to go all the way in 5.5 minutes. Hosking. This is how Manly saw it last week against Norths. They needed something big from their own try line. There was a stray pass, and the Bears put them away. Does that pass find its mark here? Lyons stepping. There's a pass to Williams. Williams tries a miracle. No, there's another stray one. That might be it. Last 5 coming up. Clyde. The Raiders with a smell. Gregory. Meninga. Meninga trying to step out of tackles. He's been closely marked. Gregory. He'll go alone. Taken by Cunningham. What a semi-final. Daly. He's short. Last tackle. Manly will get another throw at it. Penalty, Canberra. John Jones never moved from the play of the ball. Harrigan remains adamant. Meninga will soak up the time for the shot at goal,
and
which will mean the Sea Eagles will need a try if there's any time left.
Lyons and Harrigan have another difference of opinion.
Yeah, Lyons obviously claiming that John Jones was definitely injured and was unable to move, but Harrigan not to be persuaded.
It's semi-final, it can all happen. Jones copped the knock to the face. He clutches at his face, he stays in the play of the ball, tries to get to his knees. Harrigan. A lot of people are going to call it a harsh penalty. Tap, Coyne gets 4! Gary Coyne gets 4! That's it, it's over! While everybody was standing around, Mal Meninga took a quick tap. The Raiders are back again. Gary Coyne gets 4 tries.
Manly assumed that Meninga was going to kick the goal, and Gary Coyne, when you're hot, you're hot.
This all started when Lyons tried to get a wide ball out for what he thought was a fair try to Hancock. Harrigan ruled the ball had gone forward. Manly said it never did. Not a happy finish to what has been an incredibly brilliant semi-final.
I think Lyons' complaint there was the tap was taken before the player Jones going to the head bin was off the field.
That's why he was still down among the play of the ball, but he was penalised.
And according to my statistician who's sitting beside me, that's only the second time ever that a 4-try haul has been scored in the semi-final. The other time was John Graves.
Wacker Graves from South Sydney. Bless his soul.
Matthew Wood. Yeah, why not? Why not convert the try? What a game. 34-26. 60 seconds only. The Prime Minister now is comfortable alongside the league hierarchy as his Raiders still hang on to the Winfield Cup in defence. Now Cliffy Lyons, no doubt he's frustrated, but he won't want to do anything silly. He has had a sensational game. Lazarus will just work it up the middle. The Raiders will now start thinking about North Sydney and Penrith. Or will the Bears and the Panthers start thinking about the Raiders? Graham Lowe's Manly side have not let him down. He could not be any prouder of their performance.
It's been a remarkable effort. Graham Lowe's obviously got that capacity to get the best out of people because they've given their all.
You're talking about the majority of players being out on the paddock for Manly who have not played in a winning combination this year. They have come from a reserve grade side, put their body on the line in the sudden death semi-final in first grade. But Canberra have done just the same. So many injuries in their team. Now Ronson. The Raiders will continue to proudly defend the Winfield Cup. What a semi-final. 4 tries to Gary Coyne. Tim Sheens congratulates his bench. Both clubs had to dig so deep. Everybody's on their feet, and so they should be.